This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Now, ever since Anthony Joshua announced that he had appointed Robert Garcia as his new head coach, a lot of people were saying, well, that's great. He's kind of been there, he's done it. He's a young man himself, Robert Garcia. He's the older brother of multi-weight world champion Mikey Garcia. Of course, he trained Mikey Garcia, along with many, many others, of course. And more recently, Bam Rodriguez, Jesse Rodriguez Franco, however it is that you want to call him, who has destroyed 2 of the 4 horsemen. Now, in his last one, after defeating at short notice as well, by the way, defeating Quadras on points, dominating fashion, went and knocked out Rungvisai, who, Rungvisai is a southpaw. Now, Bam Rodriguez is also southpaw. Okay, so Robert Garcia knows southpaw. Of course, that's not the only southpaw that he's trained over the years. And of course, it's not the only southpaw that he's been up against, and that as well. So he knows southpaws, okay? Alexander Usyk is southpaw. But a lot of people say how he hasn't trained heavyweight, so blah. Listen, he's not there to put Anthony Joshua through the paces and all that kind of stuff. He will be there from a tactical standpoint. That's what an elite trainer does. Now, if you'll cast your minds back to the open workout, back on, was it Tuesday, wasn't it? Where Anthony Joshua, he's doing the pad work with Angel Fernandez. Robert Garcia was on the inside of the ropes, but leaning up against them to shouting a little bit of instruction just once in a while. That's getting Anthony Joshua used to Robert Garcia being on the other side of the ring. Okay, because obviously Anthony Joshua, he's so used to hearing the voice and the instructions of Rob McCracken. But Robert Garcia knows southpaws. Okay, he's been there, he's done it, he's been in world title fights, whatever else. And it makes absolutely no difference whether or not he has trained heavyweights to world championships or not. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's all about the tactical breakdown. And when you're trying to break down, for example, with his fight, Bam Rodriguez against Rungvisai, who, let's be honest, Rungvisai was supposed to win that fight for a lot of people, right? But him breaking down that southpaw, who's been at it a long, long time in the pros, he really has. You know, this is a guy who knocked out Chocolatito, okay? But he's fast, he's skillful, his footwork is lightning, absolutely lightning. Usyk, very, very skillful, very, very fast, and southpaw. Not as fast and skillful as Rungvisai, okay? He's not. So breaking down the pros and the cons when it comes to an Usyk, Robert Garcia can do that with his eyes closed, really. But of course, he's got a heavyweight to do that with. Okay, he doesn't have a small fighter like Bam Rodriguez to do that. He's got a big 6'6", 250-pound Anthony Joshua. Okay. Now people say how he hasn't had long enough with Anthony Joshua, whatever else. They've been speaking for a long time. A long time. Was it 10 months they've been in contact? So they'd have been speaking about it for quite some time. Was it late October? I think Robert Garcia said that they first had a conversation. But anyway, that said, I like the fact that Robert Garcia is there. I do. And of course, he seems very motivated as well when you hear him speak and do interviews, that he wants to have his first heavyweight champion. He believes in Anthony Joshua. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's there, like many other coaches would have been, just to pick up a paycheck, hope Anthony Joshua wins and they continue. If not, oh well, give him my money, see you later. He doesn't strike me as that kind of person. He strikes me as the kind of person of, he wants to be with Anthony Joshua for the long haul. He wants to win the belts with Anthony Joshua and then defend the belts with Anthony Joshua. Go on to become undisputed with Anthony Joshua. Now, Robert Garcia, of course, listen, he's been around heavyweights. Of course, he's taken many heavyweights on. He would have done. Not to the elite state. Of course not. Listen, the competition is fierce. It really is fierce. But anyway, I like the fact that Robert Garcia is his head coach. I can understand why it is that Anthony Joshua is taking him on. When Robert Garcia is breaking down the style and the weaknesses of a Rungvisai, who's a southpaw, him doing it for an Usyk, he can do it. He knows what it is Anthony Joshua's got to do. All Anthony Joshua has to do is go in there. Don't overthink it. Just go in there and do it. Very simple. Follow the game plan. Adjust yourself at times, because obviously he's the one that's throwing the punches and feeling the pace and having punches thrown back at him. Get in there, dog him, be the wardrobe, move him around. Move and throw Usyk around like a rag doll. Do what you got to do. Move your feet, throw punches and bunches, and heavy shots as well. Heavy shots. Anyway, that's me. Maybe Robert Garcia's got a totally different plan for Anthony Joshua. Him saying how Joshua's going to go for the knockout. Maybe it's all some kind of psychological games. Who knows? But anyway, my thoughts. Drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.